Alright, so I got the Savage differential all ripped apart here. Start to put this guy back together. I kept blowing the pinion and the diff, and it was just like totally mangling them sometimes. Like I'd take the truck apart and there'd be like friggin' 3 teeth left on that, that's all there'd be, would be 3 teeth, and it doesn't work very good when there's only 3 teeth. Because that eventually starts to suck ass if you tear the gear out all the time. So there, now that's assembled. The other one's assembled. Apologize for the lighting.
Apologize.
The lighting. So now we got to assemble the spider gears on the little carrier guys. Son of a bitch. Alright, there. So that one's seated down inside there. I don't know if you can see that very good or not. We'll just take a little bit of lithium grease. Just a, blob on your fingy. Just drop some of that in there. Maybe just a little bit more. Go ahead and assemble the other spider gear deal. Here we go. I should be able to turn this and see the spider gear spinning. Yeah. They're walking up though. And this guy goes in there. Da-da-da. Differential. 4 screws later, and we're on the road to going somewhere. And these bearings feel pretty good. I feel nothing wrong with them. So we'll go ahead and just stick them in the new case. Alright, so now this is the carrier here for this guy. First we need to poke this guy through here. On the other side there's this guy with a hole in it. And that's where my drive shaft connects onto. I'll go ahead and get the drive shaft on. Now we're going to Loctite this little pin right here. Right there, that threaded grub screw. We're going to Loctite that. Because believe me, when you're out bashing and playing, and you lose that little pin, it absolutely sucks because it wrecks your entire sesh. So you got to friggin' say, I just, poop lots of blue Loctite on there. These are upgraded, jeez, can't get used to this camera angle. These are upgraded CVD drive shafts for the Savage X. The stock ones, I couldn't keep front and rear drive shafts in it. It just kept blowing them out all the time, so gingerly, of course. Oh shit. Maybe I don't have another one of those.
Apologize.
Alright, starting to get annoyed here. Which is not rocket science. Should be just a matter of lining 2 friggin' mother frigger mafkers up with 2 more mafkers. Like, holy shit. Alright, so now we'll do this son of a bitch up. Alright, we'll be back in a bit when I get the whole rear end assembled, but that's the diff. Done, ready to rock. Alright, I got the shock tower on. Lower A-arms are in place. Just got to get a couple things ready here, and then I'll be ready to drop the axles in and hook up the upper A-arms. So yeah, I got these. These aren't the stock axles. These are hardened axles. Difference is the stock ones are black, the hardened ones are silver. And I still go through axles like some bitch, because I am extremely hard on shit when it comes to me driving this thing. I drive it like I stole it. Alright, there we go. Presto Extendo. Suspension. So now we'll take the shocks. Well, I think before I do the shocks, I'm going to do the rear sons of bitches that do the... If I wanted to, I could hook it up so that I had 4-wheel steering, but the thing already weighs like 4 pounds more because like this is all aluminum, Like I did have aluminum upper A-arms, but they kind of sucked and they kept breaking, and the turnbuckles were really hard to replace. Now here's one of the aluminum upper ones, and it would they were snapping off right in here. And the company I got them from on eBay basically wouldn't do nothing for me, and it's just cheap Jap scrap. So I went back to the stock upper ones, lightened the truck up by a little bit, a fair amount actually. I had a problem with these ball joints underneath here. Right, I don't know if you can see that right on here. The tie rod, I guess you could call it. It would keep popping off because these eyelets, they stretch. So I just put oversized washers on there. So now the only way that's coming off is if it snaps, which I've done already a couple of times. It's not hard to snap them. They snap pretty damn easy. Especially the way I drive it. If you watch some of my older videos, you clearly see that I have zero respect for it. Now I gotta remember which hole these went into. Oh, maybe not there. If all else fails. And the front ones are different. Son of a bitch! Maybe these went into those holes. No, that can't be right. I'd have gone into that hole. These aren't long enough to do anything. There's not enough room for nuts. Well, son of a bitch! Well, while I think about this, you guys go have a chooch, and I'll be right back. I'm on the cigarettes. Simple fix. You get on the cigarettes, and bada bing, bada boom. You figure stuff out instantly. So yeah, I got on the cigarettes, and I recessed the hole just a little bit over here, and I put nuts on the back sides. Now we're laughing. We have rear tie rods. Yeah. Alright, cool. So now we'll get the shocks down here. Get those down where they belong. Whoops, I want to wreck the son of a bitches. The principles. Yeah. Brew time. No, it's not during business hours right now. You kidding? You can't be smoking the jib and on the beer during business hours. Are you crazy? Inside, yeah. Chooching on my stovepipe. You can get my pants ever in your mouth. And my pants freaking ever in your mouth. And choose that motherfucker. Choose my stovepipe. Choose my stovepipe. And follow my love like a stovepipe. Ooh! Yeah. So we got the fully functional friggin' suspension. I'm gonna have to like adjust these shocks, and you know, it's been so long since I've had this thing apart. I have no clue if the only thing that was wrong with it was the rear diff was dinked. So I guess I'll figure that out. First time I try to drive this on bitch. Do a big dirty flaming hoop jump, yeah! Alright, so we're pretty much done with this part of the truck. The old wheelie bar on there, yeah. So we're pretty much done. It's all reassembled. So now, the body of the truck, I need to, back in here, this is the roto start plate, and there's a wand that goes in there that spins and bumps the motor over. So I'm just going to get a couple things out here, and I might even start this real quick just to make sure it's going to work. Alright, that's primed. So yeah, see what she does. Alright, we'll try to fire up one more time here. I know if you do cold starts, you're a goof, but, you know, whatever, I'm a goof. Might have to get IM Cyberpunk 68 to tune this thing up for me. Well, there she is. She's, sitting on her own shoes and ready to go. Just got to, I got to put the radio in it and hook up the steering servo because that's not hooked up, and I got to take a receiver out of the boat over there, my original boat, and then because I took the receiver from the truck to put it in there, but there she be. She's seen better days, this savage, but she's always happy to go out and get beat on, so hopefully I can get it out and, you know, beat the shit out of it for you guys and have some fun with it like I used to. So anyways, till next time, everybody, keep your stick on the ice. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.